Hello, my name is Mina Nada. I am a third year Earth Systems Science student in the School of Physical Sciences, and I want to specialize in oceanography. Zot, zot, zot. I'm becoming in the third year, and I'm thinking about going into graduate school.
Okay.
And this is a question I think almost every student undergrad has in their life or in their undergraduate career is like, what do I do after I graduate? How do I figure out what do I want to do with my life?
Yeah, that's a good question. I'm still working on it. As you can see, one of, I think, the hopeful things is, I use my career as an example. The first part of my career, I would say, was about as standard could get. I was an undergraduate. I was a physics major. I didn't know what to do, but physics majors went to grad school, so I went to grad school. I didn't know what to do, but grad students get postdocs, so I got a postdoc. I didn't really know. By then, I was really hoping I would be a professor, but it was really tough. The job market's tough, and I got lucky, and I got a professorship. And then just by staying alert, I've ended up with these alternate careers of being on TV, having a YouTube series, writing a book, and ending up a vice provost. So, none of those would have been predicted by getting a degree in physics, particularly the TV career. So a lot of it, I think, it's very trite, but it's very true. A lot of it is figuring out what your passion is. And a lot of it is asking yourself, how patient and willing are you, if you need to just do a job so that you can actually make your passion and career happen as well. Because I consider myself incredibly lucky, right? My passion of doing physics aligned perfectly with the job I had, which was being a physics professor. So I could play in the lab and blow bubbles and study patterns and do all sorts of things, that you normally can't do easily unless that actually is your job. And so that's part of it. And part of it is recognizing that the world is changing some and that it is a little different. People do change careers. They do move around. And that is kind of being built into the structure. So it's a little less scary that people are doing that. I think the biggest advice I give to people starting out, though, is, in every generation, there's the examples of the people who seem to make it big quickly and easily. And the hard work that was involved or the things that didn't work are often hidden or not talked about. We don't talk about the failures along the way. And media now makes it even less obvious what the failures were and more obvious that people seem to get there quickly. And I think there's often the wrong expectation by students that if I just do this, I'll easily become a success quickly. And there's sometimes a lack of recognition of the hard work. So, I spent many, many years polishing plastic, cutting cables, cleaning glassware. That's what I did on my route to becoming a physicist, because those were kind of core basic skills that if I just didn't understand, I couldn't be successful. So when I look back at it, and that came out of just going up to faculty and professors and saying, can I work in your lab? Actually, my very first job as a physics student working for someone was driving them to the airport. Yep. I went, I said, do you have any job in your lab? They said, no, but we will in a year. I said, I'll do anything you need. Then they're like, well, we actually need people to drive us to the airport. So my first career was as a shuttle service to the airport. But it got me in the door. The professor knew me. Since I got them to every flight on time, they were willing to hire me in their lab, where I polished plastic and cut cables, and so on, and moved up through the career. So there is something to be said for just starting with the nuts and bolts and working your way up. And grad school is a great place to do that and learn about a lot of these skills. So it's a nice transition, even if you're not going to be a professor, because like I said in some of the other questions, it really gets you those skills you need for lots and lots of different careers.